and welcome back to the Ouachita News Show. I'm Madeline Tullis.
And I'm Barry Schneidman. We are happy to have you tuning in this week as we recently wrapped up lots of various events on Ouachita's campus. Last week we finished off the Tiger Tunes season and ended homecoming week with a Ouachita football win. Speaking of Tiger Tunes, we now have our final results from the show's last week.
Yes, we do, Barry. This year, OSF named a top 5 for the second year in a row. Taking that 5th place spot was the men of Kappa Chi with the theme Zombies.
Then in 4th place, we have the men of Eta Alpha Omega with Grease. I had the pleasure of participating in that show, and it was an incredible feeling to celebrate with my fellow brothers after seeing all of our hard work pay off.
Oh, absolutely. I enjoyed seeing all the clubs celebrate at the award ceremony that night. Well, bringing up the bronze medal, our 3rd place event went to the women of EEE with their theme On Tour.
In 2nd place, we had the women of Tri Chi, which took us on a space rescue mission.
And our 45th annual Tiger Tunes winner of 2023 was the men of Beta Beta with the theme Christmas. I enjoyed watching all the shows, and I even had the pleasure of participating in the Freshman Student Life show with the theme Survivor.
Well, I am grateful that we all survived the busy Tiger Tunes week as a whole and have made it one step closer to fall break. I know everyone has been catching up on work and assignments, but we also have to consider what Tunes Week is like from a professor's perspective. Dr. Wink here on campus was at Ouachita even before Tiger Tunes was a thing here at OBU. He is celebrating 50 years of teaching this year. Dr. Wink has been described as a blessing by his students because of his heart and unique classroom traditions. Let's hear from reporter Kaylin Clay with more on the story.
Dr. Johnny Wink is celebrating 50 years of teaching right here at Ouachita Baptist University, and he makes it clear that English, unusual classroom traditions, one-of-a-kind t-shirts, and memorable students and colleagues have made this journey one of many highlights.
I was Dr. Wink's husband, because she is Dr. Wink.
50 years ago, Dr. Wink left the University of Arkansas as a graduate student and was offered a job as an English professor. He says luck landed him at Ouachita, where his late wife, Dr. Susan Wink, also ended up teaching.
And it was a lucky decision, wasn't it? Because, I mean, I've had all these years of really liking doing this and have never, I've never gotten burned out. I mean, I've gotten weary sometimes, and I mean, I've had times when I didn't particularly want to go to a class or but most of the time I've wanted to. Take this semester. I look forward to all the classes I go to, you know.
He uses stuffed animals, Wordle games, and crazy text messages to conduct class. Perhaps that's why students feel the need to design t-shirts for Wink based on the atmosphere he creates in his classes.
It's a pink shirt that's got, you know, on the front of it, it's got Johnny and the Rum Creeters, the Fall 2008 tour. And on the back are the nicknames of me and the 7 students who were in that class. Now that class occurred in 2008, and it was a class in the novels of Charles Dickens.
He's a main attraction on campus. In the book 50 States of Mind, a visit to Wink's office is featured by the author, proving that his spirit is contagious.
The office was lined with books and pictures of former students. And he goes on to describe me. He was in his late 60s, had a gentle Arkansas accent that instantly relaxed you, and so forth.
Dr. Wink's heart is at Ouachita, and he draws people in. He's taught a number of the current English professors at Ouachita, sparking a passion in them all.
I've taught 5 of the 10. 5 of the 10 people who currently work in the bug truck have been my students. Jay Curlin, Ben Utter, Jessica Qualls, Emily Bradley, and Sarah Smith. Isn't that something?
Wink is grateful to work for such a unique place, despite stereotypes people may label Ouachita with. He proves those wrong.
You're teaching at this Baptist University, isn't it? Aren't things kind of uniform down there? You know, we got all kinds of different ways. People believe a lot of different things. People behave in a lot of different ways. It's a very colorful place to work for a living. And I said, no, man, I don't have to worry about things being drab or gray at Ouachita. They're not.
He just can't pick a highlight. So many people have made this experience all that it's been.
I can't do it. There's no way, Kaylin, truly. There's no way I could answer that for you because, and I think you know why. There's just too many shirts. There have been too many lovely people in my life.
A good professor knows the subject they are teaching, but a great one knows the students on a personal level. That's Dr. Wink. For the Ouachita News Show, I'm Kaylin Clay. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Kaylin. The faculty here at Ouachita are truly a part of what makes this campus special. Well, now as we transition into the fall season, we close the chapter on homecoming. Now, the homecoming football game last Saturday was a hot one, with temperatures ranging in the high 80s all morning. I know I was hot in the stands, and those football players had to be burning up out there. But we cannot talk about the game without recognizing our 2023 homecoming court. Before we announce those results, let's see if this heat wave will disappear over the next coming weekend. We have Ouachita weather reporter Nate Hollis with our predictions.
Thank you, Madeline. I'm Nate Hollis with Ouachita News, and the weather this week is looking very nice. The rain today and Thursday will be, it is bringing in a cold front which will affect the entire week, so it's going to be very nice. So rain Wednesday and Thursday, and then the temperatures are going to be staying about in the 80s on Friday, and then they're going to be dropping throughout the rest of the week. Moving on to today, the temperature today is about 80, but it really doesn't feel like that because of the rain. So I would bring an umbrella or a rain jacket, or if you're truly desperate, a notebook. Wouldn't suggest being outside much if you're using a notebook. But the rain is predicted to intensify this evening, so you might just want to stay inside this evening, watch a movie with friends or something. On to Saturday. Saturday is going to be the coldest day this week. So sweaters, hoodies, sweatshirts, anything you want to keep warm and stay fashionable, if you care about fashion. There's going to be a slight breeze, so it's going to cut the temperature down even nicer, and it's going to be a very nice, clear sky. It's generally just a wonderful day, so spend some time outside Saturday. Enjoy the weather. And that's all the weather I have for you today. Predictions provided by AccuWeather. Back to the desk.
Unfortunately, it may not be time to break out my sweatshirt just yet, but we have kept you all waiting long enough on those results for our Ouachita homecoming court. Now, every year it is an honor for all 47 ladies nominated from clubs and organizations.
The court is then voted on by the student body to be lowered to just 20 candidates for the official homecoming field presentation that took place last Saturday. We had the privilege of announcing which ladies were honored to be the top 5 on the official court that morning.
Our fourth runner-up goes to Mackenzie Shoemiller, who represented the men of Rho Sigma on court.
The third runner-up for Queen was Meredith Medford, who represented the men of Kappa Chi.
Second runner-up was one of the Ouachita News Show's very own, Haley Schroord, who represented the men of Beta Beta on court.
The first runner-up spot went to Malia Borland, who represented the Student Senate organization.
And your 2023 homecoming queen is junior Raina Rogers, who represented the Student Development Office. Our reporter, Allie Bell, had the privilege of sitting down with her this week to discuss the details of that day and how she was feeling in that moment.
Well, we are here with our newly crowned homecoming queen, Raina Rogers, and we are so excited for you to be here, Raina. So start out, I just want to know what year you are in school and what you're planning to major in.
Yeah, so I'm a junior, and I'm currently majoring in psychology and criminal justice.
And do you know what you're wanting to do professionally with that yet, or?
Yes, so hopefully become a FBI agent. So.
Is our queen going to be an FBI agent and our homecoming queen? That is awesome to hear. Well, I just want to start. Every girl on the court has to be nominated by a group or an organization they're a part of. So I'd like to know what group nominated you and why that group is special to you.
Yeah, so I was nominated by Student Development because currently I am an ARD in Susie Everett, so just meaning I'm over the dorm, I have 3 RAs underneath me, just such an amazing job that I get to have. And so I grew up here on campus. I don't know if y'all know that, but my parents were dorm directors, and so they've been in student development for a while now, so just being able to represent such a great organization has just been so amazing.
That is awesome that your family involvement, as many people have that with Ouachita as well. Well, now, of course, during homecoming week, there's lots of different festivities going on, and as a member of the court, you get to do a lot of those things, the walk on the field or the events in the student center. So which one was your favorite event to be a part of as a member of the court?
Yeah, I really enjoy walking across the stage in the Student Center, just being able to be among all the other students here, and just getting able to be involved with other students, just walking us across the stage as well. It's just been such a great opportunity.
Yes, that's awesome. Okay, so we have to talk about that exciting moment on the field on Saturday. So what was it like hearing your name called as homecoming queen?
Honestly, it was such a shock. I know in the past years only seniors have won this award, and so I just really wasn't expecting it at all. But when my name was called, I don't know, I think there's a picture going around of me and my dad just looking at each other laughing, just because we both weren't expecting it at all, but very shocked, but also just super honored.
That is so deserving of you, and it's such a special moment for sure. Okay, so we want to finish up with just talking about a lot of alumni here this weekend with Tiger Tunes in the game, a lot of special memories and friendships and community happening at Ouachita. And so I just want to know, why is Ouachita super special to you personally, and what are you excited to represent as the Queen this year?
Yeah, well, like I mentioned before, I just grew up here at Ouachita. I think I've been here for about 12 years.
That's crazy. Yeah.
My parents came and graduated from here, and my brother and I are both still students here. So just Ouachita has given me so much, just so many opportunities, so many great friends, so many great memories. So just being able to give back and just being able to represent such an amazing school after so much is done for me, it's just been such a great opportunity.
Well, Raina, it has been such a great time sitting down with you. Congratulations. We're excited for you. I'm Allie Bell. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. We have had a few busy last weeks here at Ouachita, but we have fall break to thank for a few days away from the craziness here. Now there is a group of students that are headed out on a trip with Rec Life for fall break instead of going home. That crew will head out on Thursday for Camp Ozark here in Arkansas to spend a few days enjoying the nature and changing seasons.
Leading up to the fall break, we also had an on-campus event for the men of Kappa Chi called Kappa Kent. This is their yearly date auction where members of the club will present their date idea and the audience can bid to buy the date with the Kappa of their choice. Now most men's clubs on campus host these date auctions, but this one specifically was Ken themed because of the recent popularity in the Barbie movie.
Now that I'm hearing this, I feel like I should be Anchor Ken today.
Well, if you're Anchor Ken, then we will need a Sports Ken. Reporter Jay Brumsey can be our Sports Ken today. What's the update on athletic life here at Ouachita, Jay?
Hey Tigers, I'm Jay Brumsey and welcome back to the Roar Rundown where we keep you updated with everything happening in the world of Ouachita sports. In an exciting showdown on the volleyball court, the Ouachita Tigers roared to their third consecutive victory, outclassing the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff's Golden Lions with a final score of 3-1 on Tuesday night. The Tigers wasted no time making their presence felt, dominating the opening set with a commanding 25-9 win. Their relentless performance saw them storming ahead to a 5-0 lead, setting the tone for the night. The second set brought a shift in dynamics as Arkansas Pine Bluff fought back, securing a hard-fought 25-23 win to level the match to 1-1. Ouachita surged ahead in the third set, carving out a decisive lead with a pivotal 5-0 run. They held their ground, clinching their set 25-17. The fourth set was a nail-biter, with Ouachita taking an early 5-point lead. However, Arkansas Pine Bluff mounted a comeback, tying the score 23-23 and threatening to steal the match. In the end, it was Emily Adams who sealed the deal for the Tigers with a game-clinching kill, followed by a solo block, securing a 25-23 win and the 3-1 victory over Division I Arkansas Pine Bluff. Ouachita showcased a well-rounded offensive performance with 4 players reaching double-digit kills. Leading the charge was Emily Adams with 13 kills, while Leah Gardner followed closely with 12. Riley Brazil notched 11 kills, and Kayla Steinmeier contributed 10. Adams also led in blocks with 4, setting the stage for success. Courtney Hansen delivered 42 assists and achieved her 7th double-double of the season with 12 digs. She also led the Tigers in aces, securing 4 for her team. Avery Waz anchored the back row with a stellar 16 digs, ensuring a rock-solid defense. Looking ahead, the Tigers will continue their journey as they prepare to host the Southwestern Oklahoma State University Bulldogs at the Sturgis Center on Friday, October 6th at 6 p.m. Stay tuned for more thrilling volleyball action from Ouachita Baptist University. Ouachita Baptist University football team extended its undefeated streak to 5-0 with a commanding 34-7 homecoming victory over Southeastern Oklahoma State at Cliff Harris Stadium. Ouachita took control early with a dominant 16-play, 75-yard drive, consuming over 7 minutes of the clock on their opening possession, capped by Kendall Gibbons' 1-yard touchdown rush. After forcing Southeastern to punt on their first drive, the Tigers struck again with Gibbons' 13-yard touchdown run, completing an 8-play, 69-yard drive. Gibbons' outstanding performance included 81 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, bringing his career rushing touchdowns to 47, just 2 shy of T.J. Cole's record. Givens also reached 300 career points, securing second place on Ouachita's all-time chart. Ouachita defense stifled Southeastern, allowing them only 5 plays in the first quarter and forcing multiple turnovers on downs. The Savage Storm scored their lone touchdown with less than a minute remaining. Additional scores for Ouachita included a 7-yard touchdown pass from Riley Harms to Connor Flanagan, field goals by Gabe Goodman, and a 7-yard touchdown pass from Harms to Bo Baker. The Tigers dominated, statistically dominating Southeastern 319 to 273 in total offense, with advantages in passing and rushing yards. This weekend, Ouachita heads to Ouachita, Oklahoma to face off against East Central as they aim to continue their impressive season. Congratulations to Ouachita men's soccer forward Eben Jordan for being named Great American Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Jordan played a crucial role in Ouachita's recent conference ties, scoring both goals in a 2-2 draw against Fort Hays State and netting another in a 4-4 tie with Newman. His stellar performance, including a dramatic header for his team, solidified his status as offensive powerhouse. Congratulations to Eben Jordan on this well-deserved recognition. In other news, women's soccer will be traveling this Thursday to Shawnee, Oklahoma to take on the Women Bison, in which should be an exciting matchup. Men's soccer will be traveling to Claremore, Oklahoma to take on Rogers State. Men's and women's swim and diving will be hosting Oklahoma Christian at 4 p.m. This weekend shouldn't be anything short of fun for Ouachita sports as well. Men's and women cross country will be heading to Clarksville, Arkansas to compete in the Ozarks Invitational. Women's volleyball will be hosting Northwestern Oklahoma State at 2 p.m. Both men's and women's soccer will be traveling to Bethany, Oklahoma, looking to prevail against Sullen Nazarene. We want to wish both of them good luck this weekend. And that wraps up this edition of Roy Rundown. Stay tuned for more sports action and updates by following us on Instagram and by tuning in to our YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Jay, aka our Sportskin. It is always helpful to stay in the know on what's new with all of our traveling sports teams. Well, now that we have mentioned travel, it's almost time to wrap up the show and head home for fall break. But we cannot leave without addressing our question of the week.
Yes, this week we asked you all on our social medias, what is your dream fall break getaway destination spot? Several of you answered, starting with Reagan Adams, who said the beach.
Kylie Kidgan said Nashville.
Sammy Arazaga said Greece.
And Haley Short said Italy. What about you, Barry? Where would you want to go?
I think I would go to England. Go see my family in the UK.
Wow, can I join you?
Yeah. You can come.
Perfect. Well, that's all we have for you today. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Ouachita News Show and to answer each question of the week. You just might see your responses pop up on the show.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ouachita News, so you never miss out on the latest and greatest of Ouachita news. See you next time.